Hello everyone, and welcome to a new series in which we're going to be using the Greatsword and forging all of the Greatswords. We have the Kimura sword thingy here, and we just got in. I named my Palicos after some Super Patreons. And yeah, and psych! We are actually still continuing on from this point. One thing that I do think is really cool is you can craft this one pure. You can upgrade it or you can just craft it. I always think that's a super cool detail. But yeah, so in this episode we'll be doing some more high rank, not master rank. I was watching a person called Uno Hunter. I don't know much about them. But they seemed really cool. It was a really chill video. I'm still watching it currently, technically. Not right now though, because obviously I'm recording this one. But yeah, basically they're like battling Scorned Magnamalo or something. And it's just like, they're really chill and they're just like, you know, talking about general stuff. It's like, that's really nice. So go give them like a little bit of a look, if you like this more, you know, thing. Theirs is a bit more, like, you know, it's like a 20-minute video. And they cut out, you know, going to the monster and stuff like that. But, I wanted to show off, background check, I crafted the leather armor set, the chainmail armor set, the alloy set, and the bone set. It took around an hour and 30 minutes to get the materials for these, which was just going around collecting bones, collecting ore, and then killing like Jaggy and stuff like that. Like, you know, like really boring fish monsters and normal buggy, and I didn't do any quests. Just so then in these videos, we can actually make sure that we have, you know, a bit of a head start, because in master rank, high rank, sorry, it is a bit harder to actually get armor, because it takes longer to do the quests. And because of that, I wanted to kind of make sure that we kind of have that stuff going on. One thing here is a lot of these monsters are weak to electricity, so... well, first we actually should do... I wanted to do this one because this is ironic. I want to, for the thumbnail, have like episode ? And have me go against that. Ooh, we have one of the dual ones now. So we'll get Defender, Moxie, and Weakener. Weakener is going to be one of the best things to get now. It's basically just going to be Defender, Element Weakness / Moxie, and Weakener, because Weakener just means that you have to deal with less health, which is obviously really good. So let's get into the hunt. Okay, we are now officially back. One thing I kind of want to do, but I'm not sure if I really want to do, is I want to do videos on Generations Ultimate. Where I just do a playthrough, get to the end, and then that's it. Because I want to make sure that there's a lot more diversity in the Monster Hunter content, but I still need to do, you know, Resident Evil and stuff like that. I just need to suck off Capcom's dick is basically what I need to do. So right now I want to...
There it is.
Okay, so I'm gonna... Yep, there you go. Thumbnail got. There's always a hope. One thing that was super crazy to me was I was doing my no forging run, and in that run, obviously there's no forging. But because of that, you can't actually get the second switch skill set. You're limited to the first and third ones, which just means you have the first ones, which for bow means dodgeball or sliding roll, like charging roll. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's something similar to that vein. Yeah, I had a feeling, but yeah. So I was like, okay, I'll try bow, because the one thing that's super annoying right now is just having to deal with, Jesus Christ, what happened there? That was so weird. he loved to fuck with me. There we go. It's so fun. I think one of the best feelings in the game, hands down. How much health did we have? Jesus. Did not expect us to lose that quickly. Or kind of at all. I was literally gonna be like, it's so fun being able to do high rank, low rank, and like battle like Tigrex and Goshavag and such. But then you get to high rank, and then you're like, you know, you get to see those old monsters again, and it makes you feel like a bit nostalgic. And you're like, yeah, these were like so cool when I like first fought them, and now it's like, you know, oh, they're like, you know, they're stronger now, but like sometimes they get new moves, or you know, their AI is tweaked a bit. Usually it's just like simple AI changes, like go for this move that's way less like negative, more. But you know, it's like, you know, different things, different monsters. Damn, I thought if I went into him a bit more, it would be better for me, but it was not at all. One thing I do like about the Kimura outfit is these two little tassels, or whatever they're called at the end. Like, it's just really nice having that small little thing on the side. Hey, that's what we like to see. Damn, I tried to... He like fucking flew like Spider-Man, I guess. I could say Superman, but I think Spider-Man's the more interesting one to talk about. Okay. Well, there's no negative in that approach. I would like to, if possible, actually get the Great Izuchi armor. Simply for the reason we both did the same move at the same time. That's kind of cute. Okay, well, we'll try to give this a go. Jesus. I don't even know what happened there. I literally cannot see it in this angle. I cannot aim. Okay, there we go. The good thing about battling the Great Izuchi is that it just has so much openings to it. You're never in a situation, at least for too long even, where you're like, fuck, I can't get a hit on it. Because like whenever you do like a really big hit, it usually knocks them down for a while. Which is really useful and really nice, especially for a beginner monster. I feel like when I played Generations Ultimate, even though I had hunting experience already, fighting the Great Macau, or Mako, or however you pronounce that one, he felt a bit more harder than this one. Even though you have these really cool, like, you know, I guess you could call them like hype men. You have these hype men in the Izuchis. Like, even though you have them, it still feels like it feels like a stronger foe because of like the hype man and all of that stuff. But it also feels like a bit easier. Like, it's like you just get more. I think it's the freedom of movement and the freedom of like being able to express yourself with your weapon far more. Like, the only expression you got in older games was well, in Generations Ultimate, was what skills you brought, like weapon skills. Those were the only things in the game that were like you. So it was kind of crazy to when you go into this game, to have that kind of different like playstyle to it. Where it's like, you know, in this game it's all about, you know, you can play how you want, you have a bunch of different, you can really switch up the switch skills and such for every weapon. And nothing is so concrete that it makes it so then you have to play in a way you don't want to, is what I'll say. So it's just really cool. It feels like, because like Monster Hunter Rise, and 5th generation in general, it's all about like finding ways to make the player feel like, you know, they're hunting in a way that suits them. Old Monster Hunter was like, okay, what weapon kind of suits you? Okay, cool. No changes, that's it. Like, that's your weapon. You'll be doing it for the rest of it. So then it kind of becomes more like you just think. Like, you don't even think anymore about the hunts. You just think about, like, the monster. Like, oh man, I'm battling a Glavenus. Okay, cool. So there's gonna be some sweeping attacks. He's gonna, you know, use his tail a lot, so stay probably not right behind him. Cool. Okay. But in, like, Rise, I think it feels like way more like, oh hey, like in world as well, you can actually like really see the like place around you. Like, I need a whetstone. Oh, I will just leave the place. I'll leave zone 11 and go to zone 10. But in this game, it's like, okay, I'll need to maybe climb up here or go over here to go and sharpen. Maybe I'll ride my dog so then I can move around and sharpen. Like, you always have all these choices that makes it feel really good doing a hunt. Okay, we are now back. We can actually, I'm so used to my no forging run, where it's just like constant, like, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And there's no back and forth, rather.
Just tell me what you need.
So we need a piercing claw and high quality pelt. But we do need a lot of... How does this require more pelt? Oh, I guess it's pelt and hide. Okay, fair enough.
So what can I help
I wonder what the difference between pelt and hide is. Is hide just like the harder, like, spine and stuff? I did craft this one rampage weapon just so that we have one. I have been informed that there are literally no rampages in master rank. So maybe when we've like fully finished or like really gotten past like a lot of master rank, I'll go back and play those ones where it's at the point where it's like infinite damage or whatever. But like, yeah. Other than that, I don't really feel like I want to do that. I think at this point, nothing's really going to open up unless it's something that you do. Like, you fight it. So yeah, so Izuchi, the Snapper Blade, as it's called. I think at this point, this was the end of it. Originally, there might have been an extra upgrade maybe, but I feel like this was the end of it. Wow, Greatsword still ends here. So if we get some more Herbivore Plus items, Colossal Axe Blade is just done. That is our first fully completed weapon. That is insane. So we do need to beat the Great Izuchi one more time. However, you know, there's still more things that we can obviously do. So I'm pretty happy about the thumbnail so far. I love using different armor sets during this entire thing. I think Arzuros and Kululaku are kind of monsters where it's like, yeah, I could probably kill them. And maybe the Acnus. Oh, I don't think we got an Acnus image. We definitely got a Lagombi. So we'll beat up Lagombi. Lagombi's kind of, well, actually, we'll have a look-see, because we only need to do 5, now 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can skip out on 2. So like, what are the 2 most annoying monsters? Well, actually, no. The way we will do this is, does Kululaku have a Greatsword? Because if not, Arzuros doesn't, so then we don't have to do that quest at all, because, oh my god, I don't care. Because otherwise it'd just be a waste of time. No, Kululaku doesn't. So we cannot do that Arzuros Kululaku quest because it doesn't actually give us anything that we properly want. And that's the cool thing about doing stuff like this, is it does allow you to kind of understand the areas a bit more. We definitely did this quest. We definitely had an image of this guy. So we'll just go and simply do his quest. Okay, so as always, we want to get the... What does fighter do? Okay. Weakener, defender, and then just water resist. Because we may as well. It's so cool though as well, watching videos of other people who play Monster Hunter. Because then you can kind of get a grasp of like all the different weapons and stuff. Like when you're using like, you know, one weapon, it's like, yep, I'm a Greatsword user. Look at all my emotes I can do. But then you see someone else, and then it's like, holy crap, like look at those emotes. I also like how this area here goes to the outside area that is there. The Master Izuchi, with his mask on, goes. Wait, actually, I'll show that off right now. You can actually harass him with your Kahoot. So right here, so this here is where you'd go. And I guess it's saying there that you know, kind of like teleport your like travel. I was gonna say horse, but like I don't think they travel by horse. But you can send him flying. And then he'll just attack Izuchi. And it's really freaking funny. Yeah, you don't get to do much with your Kahoot in this game, which I think is a major loss. Yeah. Okay, we are now back. Loud car in the back. One thing I will say, it's so nice. Hair in my mouth. Didn't get the hair in my mouth the first time. It's so fantastic to actually see blue, like a blue blade instead of green. Just because for so long all I've seen is green. Like, you know, whether it be, because the only like blue weapon we had before was like the Icicle Fang 2, and like the Magnamalo Blade 2. Like those were the only two that we had that were actually like blue. But like as soon as we get to here, almost every weapon is like blue, and if it's not blue, it's because it has like a really high attack stat. But yeah, I actually can't wait to. It's in the future, obviously, but like I can't wait to get to like Master rank, which is basically G rank of this game. For any oldies who, for some reason, chose my video series to watch. In that case, thank you. You probably hate me, and you probably watch me for the reasons of like, he keeps making fun of things in Monster Hunter. Oh. Damn it! I really wanted to, because I have the big lady boys. I don't even know what it's called. I think it's like maybe Absolute Power Force or something. That's a Yu-Gi-Oh set. Good old high rank. Yeah, so basically, one thing I think I'm really learning now is just, with monsters you didn't have the ability to kind of just sit back and relax with. Just sit back with and relax with them a bit more. Don't fucking just hyper aggro into them. One thing that we want to actually do though, is we do want to actually fuck over some of these Remombra, because with that colossal axe blade that we can actually finish, it does have Remombra as part of its material set. Because if we want to be a material girl, we have to get those materials. One thing that's crazy to me though is how much that video, I'm gonna stripe time, but how much of that video, where it was just, you know, haha funny, where like, you know, beating, we have like a vor eating, like it just eats food, becomes super fat, and you know, it like tries to like eat monsters kind of and stuff like that. It's so funny to me that that's the video that like gets like 100+ views. The other one that got really high views was the Bleps. At this very point in time, the Tobi Kadachi Bleps. And I can really understand why that one got a lot of views. Because it's just a cute kind of, you know, like a video title where it's just like super innocent. It's just like, you know, Toby Kadachi. Like, let's look at it, like, do cat flips. Like, that's just cute and endearing. But it's just kind of weird as well when it's like, you know, I guess like, you know, people want probably like more cuter stuff, because there's a lot of people who are already like, let's play it like Dark Souls, or, you know, stuff like that where it's like really gritty. And then with my, you know, my dialogue whenever it comes to Monster Hunter is like really tame, where it's just like, oh yeah, like look at this flying fellow over here. Oh yeah, like that's like, you know, we'll go and like hunt it a bit, you know, get it done. And I feel like there's just so much more people that instead, you know, overhype, or, you know, are just like, you know, just constant like talking, and just, you know, like that's who they are. Like they're more of a streamer type where it's like, yeah, we're gonna go and get this guy done and whatever, which I guess I also do, but like it's just really interesting. I guess it's just like the interesting parts of like seeing how other people do content for video games. We got one Remombra hide plus, that's really good. We just need one more and then we'll have this weapon done. Sadly we got a striped hide there, but we don't need to do it. We don't need to go too crazy on it, rather. So, you know, we can leave that for later. I think we do want to do the Kezu and the Aknasom. Ooh, wait, no. There we go, there's some more. Let's hit you out of the sky, which doesn't actually do anything. Did he fall out of the sky, or did he just, like, not do anything at all? I'm going crazy. Oh, I think it's because of the switching of the monsters. That monster, the Aknasom that we're just fighting, just went into nowhere land. Not the Aknasom, the Remombra. Which is kind of like Namora, or whatever her name is, from the new Pokemon game. Which my sister's like really annoyed that I just don't remember her name properly. But it's like, unironically, like my Switch is 95% Monster Hunter at this point. That's what we want to see. Frickin' 700 damage. But I really like her. I like how she's like yandere. It's cool to see like a character in Pokemon who's like super fucking like kind of crazy that isn't a villain. I think that's a cool like kind of character subversion in a way. To have like a Pokemon character who's like, we're gonna battle, and we're gonna battle a lot. You know, like, you don't need anyone else to fight, you can just fight me, and it's just like, Mom, I think a lady has fell in love with me and she's crazy. Ah, bad turtle. One thing I do want to kind of have is like maybe a guard too. Even though I don't guard with this weapon enough, you can still do it. Okay, we're just gonna release immediately. Okay, well we got 124 damage, that's a good trade. But see, like, he vores you. Like, I don't think anyone can deny the fact that that was just a vor attempt. Okay, we just have to release it. Yeah, that's fair enough. I knew it was gonna explode soon. Yeah. If we have Rage Slash, we could just tank that. Oh, that was weird. Thankfully, he's just doing grabs that we can. Oh, thank God. Not only like did he just do a grab, like also that hunting horn, healing horn or whatever it's called, is so useful. Okay, he's gonna be doing his DM, his ultimate move in a way. I say DM if anyone's new and watching this because it had question mark. I call them DM because in Kingdom Hearts 2, the move that the characters would do that kind of breaks your combo and gives them a chance to do a big thing is called a desperation move, which people in that community kind of call like DMs because, you know, it's simpler. We need to heal badly though. wonder what he's doing. Oh, okay, he's just leaving. That's awesome. We'll just simply do this. One thing that's kind of interesting to think about is, like, do we really want to capture or not? Like, because we can capture, and like Tritranodon actually does have some good loot, but I don't like. Before you fight a monster, you don't really know, unless you know you're gonna look it up online. Which Monster Hunter Rise, at least, does a really good job at making sure you don't have to look up anything. Oh, does this monster require me for this one piece to capture it, or does it require me to not capture it? And I have to just, you know, beat up the part. Oh, cool, so it tells me exactly how I need to get this part. It's really cool that there is, like, that, you know, ability of information to have, in a game like this. It feels so good every single time you hit him like that. Okay, so we want to 100% go and heal again. But it's nice having blue sharpness, and like an actual considerable amount of it as well. Hey, we hit its little dainty tail. Like, that's what I mean, like, there's actually like a lot of really good stuff you can do as well. Damn it, if only we had earplugs. I'm not gonna get hit by that. I think he only does one now. I think before he was kind of forced to do two if he chose that move. Yeah, okay, we're gonna heal again. Just don't wanna die again like I did with the good old Izuchi. Okay, yeah, he can cancel his moves now. So, like, that actually makes him way more fierce now, if he can, like, actually cancel his moves. The wind-up is so long on that move, it's so crazy. We'll give it this a go, of just capturing him. Larger size updated, so we've been seeing way larger monsters in high rank, which there is no correlation between that, I don't think. Funnily enough, a larger monster is actually easier because, well, in a sense, because a larger monster does mean that you can hit more of it easier, but it also means that, you know, it can hit you a bit easier as well because its hitbox is just bigger, or hurt box. Well, the hitbox on its moves are bigger, rather. Yeah, look at that. Torrent Sack. So we've got Tritranodon Hide, Carapace Hide, Stoutbone Hide, Torrent Sack, Aquaglow Jewel. This is how you make some of the things. So we already have a lot because of DLC. Stoutbone, Sturdy Bone as well. A Beak. That's really good. We've got 2 beaks there. We've got a Disc. It's really cool to have that thing be called a disc. We've got an extra Remombra Hide and some Tritranodon sales. 10 minutes, like, that's pretty good for a quest. So I'll see you when we choose the next one. Okie dokie. We've now finished that quest. We can now go and see Tritranodon armor as well. We can just see what it gives you. So in total, it gives you basically just normal rapid up and speed eating and stuff, which is pretty par for the course. Funnily enough, other than the fact that, you know, we only have enough for one piece of armor, we could actually make that set pretty easily, I guess you could say.
New or an upgrade?
We'll have a look at the Tritranodon thing. So we need one more beak, and then we can make this one. It is cool that it gives you a defense bonus as well. But Tritranodon is actually a new monster introduced into this game, and I never knew that. It makes sense. It makes a lot of sense knowing that, because it's like, oh yeah, he's like a bunch of grab moves that probably aren't in other games.
Hello.
And as well, like, you know, he has a lot of mechanics that just is like perfect for, you know, wire bugs. So it's like, oh yeah, of course, like, you know, that would be the case. Which is pretty interesting. Oh, Acnesom definitely got a, definitely, is one that we have to do. I guess maybe after we do Akhensom, it is kind of crazy actually how I was saying like, oh yeah, it's gonna maybe it'll be like, you know, one hunt an episode or something like that. And then it's like this point where it's like we just took out 2 monsters and we're gonna do a third, and we'll probably have enough time to do a fourth as well, which will be the Lagombi. So we'll have like 4 monsters done. But yeah, so let's get to the hunt. Okay, we are now back. It's not every day that you look at Mude, what's it called, Gacha on Discord, and you see a fucking bug. And it's like, someone probably wants to fuck that bug. It's from Danganronpa, Ultra Despair Girls. There's probably one weirdo who's like, yes, I will fuck the bug. But you know, that's just the internet and the world. The thing about the internet that everyone, like, I feel like kind of fails to notice is because of the internet, you get to talk to people all around the. Oh, you can. Okay, I'll go and get the. I didn't realize that Jaguars could actually spawn here for some reason. My head was dumb. I'll make the hunter outfit as well. Actually, I kind of want to grab that. Because it gives us more rewards, which is actually kind of useful for us. I will take 300 free damage at the start of the hunt, easy. I wonder how much this one... I did not want to do that. I wonder how much this one will change in difficulty as well. That's an interesting kind of like thought experiment. The cool thing about the Akhensom is it's kind of more of a fair in a way. Like it has like stages, like a like that's kind of like a stance, I'd call it. Damn. I was so used to earplugs, so I was like, oh, that's a free hit. This is a new move, like a new setup. It's like a longsword user, it just keeps tripping you every time you try to do anything. Like, no guys, we're helping them. Fuck off. And it recovers from that way faster as well. Man, Jesus. It's so hard to get a hit in. Insert comedy about trying to talk to people. Finally, an actual, like, big hit that wasn't at the start of the hunt when it wasn't even paying attention to us. Unironically, that was like the best like use of that move I've done in this hunt so far. Oh, that was sad. One thing that's interesting is you can't actually full charge with the A button over a lot of hits. It's only a few select move combos you can do. I think if you do like that, you like a move after that. If you do an X after that, you probably can. Okay, so it's leaving, it seems, but it doesn't seem to be leaving from the minimap. I wonder what it's trying to do. Debated me hard. Okay, cool. One thing we'll actually do at this point is we'll go to our main camp and we'll just simply go and make sure we have all the items that we want, because we currently are understocked on a few items. Because we're probably just going to capture a lot of these for now. Item loadouts. Number 1. Actually, transfer items. Yeah, these two. We want to keep these on us because these actually do something. So, item loadouts, register over this one. So we basically now just have an item loadout that keeps our super strong things on. I don't think I did one hunt in my challenge run and it was basically against a Kezu, and I used the bow, which is kind of actually just a good idea for that monster because, like, you know, it's a kind of annoying one sometimes. But in my head, I was just like, I just didn't get those items, so now I'm like, oh, I probably should have, huh? It's so crazy how, like, monsters can, like, be right next to each other, but they wait until you actually do something. Literally, like, Arzus could have done, like, 5 things there. But it was just like, no, I will, because, I have a lower stat than you do. And then as soon as we use them, we just infinitely do one move and then just win. It's just pretty crazy. I'm watching someone during the waiting times of the video, which is just, you know, the waiting times are just the loading screens. But during those loading screens, I'm actually watching someone play Longsword. The things that they get in Sunbreak is so fucking insane. You can reposition yourself perfectly while you're going into your counter, which I think may increase the counter recharge time a little bit as well, or something. There we go, that's the one I'm used to. It doesn't fully give you like immunity, or it doesn't give you Actus on full immunity. But it still does like shit. Bonk you on the head, slash your thighs. Come on now, it's fucking time. I didn't know what to rhyme it with, the third part. I guess hunting time would have been infinitely better. But my little brain is like, you know what, you've slept for 30 hours in the past 24 hours. So you don't have the ability to think of anything better than that. I've slept like, I think, in the past like 2 days, I think I've slept for, like 35 hours. I've slept a frick ton. So, yeah. It's been good for food keeping, because I don't always have a lot of food. Which, you know, is probably gonna make people feel petty. Not petty, but the other thing, pitiful, that's it. But like, it's, you know, it's just life. Sometimes you don't always have abundance of food around. But like, yeah. I kind of want to do one of those runs where it's like, oh, playing Monster Hunter like an old game. But the only experience I've had with old games of Monster Hunter is like GU, Generations Ultimate, which it's a really good game. But I feel like when people say old school, they more mean like try and, you know, things like that. And then I watched a video made by Rematch, I think it is. And they were like, let's play it like an old game. And it's like, okay, so you have to use movesets and shit as well. Like, I don't want to do this one anymore. Like, I think I just want to have like one Monster Hunter challenge run. Maybe like per... Like, I feel like, because Generations Ultimate and this game are very similar in the sense that it's kind of like a list of moves, no, list of hunts that you have to kind of get completed. And it's just like an amount of hunts in general you just have to complete. Whether in like a lot of other, well, I think it's just Monster Hunter World, honestly. I forgot that there was 3. Dangerously low in health now. But yeah, it's so, like, it's kind of hard to explain, but it's like those ones seem appealing because it's like, oh yeah, like, you know, it would be like a cool different way to play the game. But then you think about it for 5 seconds, well, I think about it for 5 seconds, and I'm like, that would just not be fun. Like, no forging is like, that's fun because it's like a challenge, but you're still able to use every single weapon, you're still able to use, you know, other shit as well, but it's just like, you know, the challenge comes from the fact that your stats will always be like the same. like all your all your weapons will have like 110 base attack. They'll have green sharpness, and just shit like that. We just like positioned ourselves so well there. It's not funny how good we did that. And then we fucked up. And then we fucked up. But like, yeah.
Love you, buddy.
It's just a really interesting like kind of thought experiment that you can have, where it's like, huh, that is kind of interesting. It's weird that a bird has scales. But I guess at the back part, like that would just be called hide. I feel like if they have the Acnosome have scales just to make it feel more monstery.
I'm gonna get you!
Bonk. We can actually go to the Kululaku and intercept it, and then use the Kululaku, or you know, the KFC, to beat this KFC, and then we get a double Zinger box. I think that's the rules of that scenario. I just, in my brain, it was like, this is what a car crash is like. It's like, yep, that is the thing. Good job, brain. You're tired, I can tell. We'll get you something to drink and something to eat after I record this episode. But oh man, it's so good. It's so annoying doing that challenge run and then playing this game in this way because they're so different from each other.
Mr. Monster, meet Mr. Weapon!
There we go. Good old combo to finish it off. But because it's so different to play them. One where you're forging every single weapon that you're using, and then the other one where you're not forging at all. It's like such a weird like back and forth. Where in this one it's like, oh yeah, we have blue sharpness now. You know, we really can change our gear for the monster. And then in that one it's just like, ooh, next monster, I guess. All of the blue dots, by the way, are just bones and ore, because we will kind of actually need to find those. And as I was saying before, like, you know, we'll be like using them throughout, like, you know, the hunts. Stop being a puss. Like grade A puss over here, just.
What have we here?
Damn it, I don't think we get anything from that.
On to the next one.
Okay. Well, let's see what we got though, because we should hopefully get something pretty good for this one. And then we get to battle Logombi as well. Damn! So all of these shiny ones here are from the fact that we picked up that bird. But we got Inferno Sacs, Acnosome Beak, Keen Bones. We got a Crest. Crest Plus is probably something you actually need for the weapon. Maybe like something like that. And then we got Acnosome Feathers and yeah, okay. 11 minutes, that's not that bad. Okie dokie, we're now done the Acnosome fight. So we can go check out the armor as well as just check out the new weapons we've unlocked. So Acnosome armor gives us Quick Sheath, Fire Attack, and Peak Performance. Those are all pretty good things actually. Yeah, we might actually want to make this armor set.
Looking for something new?
Just
Or
because
an
like
upgrade?
Quick Sheath is so useful for the way, like, you know, I do Acnosome. Ooh, that is such a yikes moment. So we haven't seen this much yet, but I did talk about it earlier in the episode. Wyvern gems, like bird wyvern gems and stuff, those are a real thing that people need during this series. So we need one crest. We need 3 crests probably for this set. However, this doesn't seem too bad. Yeah, this doesn't seem too bad.
Have a good look at everything that's on offer. You've got
Yeah.
all the time in the world.
We can focus on that later, but like that doesn't seem that bad. There could be a lot worse. But basically there's bird wyvern gems, and beast gems. Those are like the three main gems I think there are. So let's go by doing doing the beast gem part. With a Lagombi. I think the cool idea though of like finishing these monsters off, like not like getting rid of them, but like just having them done, is just that it means that like, you know, when I do thumbnails, I want to have the thumbnails be more unique. The first one for this one I want to have be Izuchi, because that just works well. But like I think for the next one it might be the Great Baggy, and then, you know, it might go back to some other monsters. Like I want to finish all of the monsters in the tier first.
I've been waiting for
That we need to do. So we need to do Kezu, we need to do, even, like, you know, we're doing this one currently. But, like, we need to do this one, we need to do this one. But even, like, the idea that we do, you know, didn't get the memo, we do this quest, like, yeah, we do this quest, and then we go, and then grab, you know, some other things that we need. It's like Great Izuchi, or maybe there's an Izuchi in this one. It's like, you know, we need to kill an Izuchi, and we need to kill some other things as well. But yeah, let's get into that hunt. I love how in Monster Hunter lore, there's Shakunagas, and there's also, you know, there's Shakunagas, and there's, whatever these ones are called, Palicos. I like how we just fucking, that feels like the slap competition that they have. But like, yeah, so you have like these, animals that speak, that people hang out with. And unlike in Pokemon, where everyone fetishizes it. Jesus, what is that move? I think that's a new move, only exclusive to high. Whew. Please, Smazzo. Please, no, Smazzo. Oh my god. Whew. Man, that move fucked me up hard. Just another reminder that like, you probably do need to spec out your gear a bit. And I think when we actually go into high rank, like when there is actually like this set of armor, like the best piece of armor, I will like craft it. Jesus, fucking. That's the reason I fucking love this weapon, by the way. I just love the big fucking numbers. We want to get out of the way for this one. Because we don't want to take much damage. Damn it. We're just not in the right circulation. Because he does it anti-clockwise. If we were in a clock, if we were on his like left, no, right, we would have been in a better point to not get intercepted by the tail. Which is an interesting thing. How, like, you know, it's the tail, like the base of. Oh, that's the move he's doing. Yeah, that's why I like always like have trouble finding him. It's because he literally does a Tobi Kadachi, but like way less impressive. No, you know what? Honestly, it's kind of more impressive. The fact that like, you know, it's so hard to see him. That's what we call a knight in Monster Hunter form. That's like the chess move of a knight in Monster Hunter form. Okay, awesome. As soon as he does a move like that, it's just better to simply take the lot. I was hoping that the big oh shit. Me, honestly. Jesus, that move having stunning properties is so. Man, goated Brady. Goated Brady, that's all I have to fucking say. I get knocked down and my Pelico Brady is just like immediately just like, nah, I got you. Yeah, that took a chunk out of my sharpness, but like that's really fucking useful. I thought I would charge a little. Okay. Before he leaves, we gotta get a good attack in. We now want to climb up. We want to then wait for Smaz to come back. Actually, no, there's no point at this time. Hey Kezu, we fought you earlier.
Gotta be quick.
We can sharpen this now. Okay, awesome. We can now, oh, I don't think we checked the Kezu shit. Oh no, we haven't. I literally am going insane. I literally thought of my no forging run. And how we, you know, we battled the Kezu in that one. And in my brain was like, oh, you battled Kezu in high rank today. And I was like, yes, that is 100% true. We did do that. And for some reason, I forgot to launch the monster again. So that was a completely worthless interaction between them. So, yay. I guess we got to, you know, Whetstone. But, like, goddamn, if I hate it when I just turn dumb, smooth brain. Like, it's so irritating, like, you're sitting there, you're just like, okay, cool, all we need to do is, do this one thing. And then my brain will be like, do this one thing, you shall not.
Body not listening.
Most irritating thing in this game by far. They're annoying to hit. They often just break immediately when you do manage to hit them. And then they just fucking stun you out of the sky. Where did he jump to? I think this is the first time in Master Rank I'm actually gonna hunt a high rank. I'm actually going to be grabbing these boys.
What have we here?
It is really nice that the Great Izuchi does have like this really big tell for that attack. Because it kind of doesn't need to have it. But yet it does. That was nowhere near where I was aiming. Like, I got redeemed via that, but like, I was aiming for its head. I do like how it has the Smash Bros effect of when you hit like multiple monsters, you do stop your fall a bit. There's like shit like that a lot in this and the Smash Bros as well. You have to always fucking look at your health in this. Lantern bug thingy there could actually be really useful. And it's one of the other things that makes this map really fun to play on. This map is unironically one of the funnest maps to play on. Okay, we've captured you, so we no longer need to worry about you. We'll grab this lantern bug. We will... we don't need to heal right now. So now we just need to go for the Lagombi. We've already reached over an hour, but I'm happy with these going for a little bit longer than advertised of an hour. Just because these are high rank quests in general. These ones taking only 15 minutes each. It's pretty crazy. This one I expect to be maybe 20 minutes. Because I expect the first bit of this to be like 8 minutes to capture the Izuchi, and then maybe 12 minutes or so to capture the Lagombi as well. So I have pretty high hopes for this being a bit of a quicker one. And as well, it means that later on, we don't have to worry as much about a Great Izuchi, because we are probably getting a tail from that. And that means that we have the Great Izuchi sword just immediately fucking done. Boom. I feel like we didn't do too much damage. The good thing about like the Arzuros, Lagombi, I think both of them were introduced in Try. The good thing about both of them though is just the fact that when they roll, they don't do anything. Like there is no annoying mechanic where I will say that Lagombi is a way harder version of Arzuros. At least in this game. I don't know if Arzuros got anything different in Generations Ultimate. I didn't like play that far. But like the fact that like he always goes for like he always shoots snowballs when he does his like kind of typical normal attack, makes him a bit fiercer to deal with, I will say. Like I just have a fucking dog attached to him. One thing that is cool is I think that like as his health goes up, goes down rather, that's when the effectiveness of his like he'll start doing way more of those swipes that do the snowballs. What the fuck is he doing? I'm guessing it's a taunt. We could have tag teamed it, but I didn't know where the fuck he went. Damn. Literally, like, I can't keep my eyes on him. Which is a retreat heal. I'm so used to the game being like, okay, so you die in 2 hits. It's gonna be weird, especially if I, oh, we have 2 Kezes on the map at once. I guess we're having a gangbang at this point. Lagombi's in the middle chair surrounded by Kezes, apparently. I love any iteration of that meme. I don't like the original image, like, at all. Well, technically it's probably a video, considering what the content is. But, like, the original is not that funny to me. It's when, like, you change it, that makes it way more funny, because it actually gives it, like, a proper, like, context, and I feel like that's what makes it way funnier. Like when it's like, you know, like guy thinking he's invincible, and then it's like all the things that like, you know, like there'll be like a Pokemon or Monster Hunter meme version of it where it'll be like, Great Izuchi thinking he's so great, and then it's like all the other great monsters that are like above him. It's like Great Macau, fucking Izuchi. You could say that the great monsters are the same as the drones, so like bull drone and shit like that. You could like do stuff like that. Wow, look at that, 667 damage, not even 69. Large beast tier.
Let's go.
I understand like the idea is that, oh well, beasts aren't as like, you know, strong as dragons. But it's so dumb and like kind of pitiful to have, not pitiful, the other one that I thought about the last time. It's just like, you know, oh, but beasts should give you less. Oh, why? I don't know, because they're beasts. Someone really didn't like beasts when they made this game. Damn. Well, we have the ability to go again. I would like to remind you that that would have costed me 2 wire bugs to activate originally. I just want my rage. I just want my good ability. We don't have to heal because our Palico's got us. Such an awesome fucking ability. Move away. I do like how there is like this big dead tree here that does get destroyed by monsters. Well, we should not have done that. But yet again, like if we were using Rage Slash, that would have actually been of benefit to us. Because we're gonna just tank it. Yep. It's tired apparently, so we're just gonna fucking annihilate it. It has more defense, which is kind of annoying. That was embarrassing. Okay. Well, there's nothing else. Cool. I think at this point, it's simply just... That was too long of a charge. Thank you. He's leaving, which is also really good. We can just do this. I wanted to do this, because I didn't think it would take... I thought it would take a little bit longer for this to activate. We can now go. Okay, so we have full health. We have a ways to go. Yeah, it's really fun. Like it's like so unironically so fun. To be able to do these hunts. And the crazier thing still is the fact that, you know, like this is the third episode technically of getting into high rank. Oh no, it's the second, but I have 3 to record, 3 to do. So I have like episode 21, so I can do like 1 more episode, and then it's like, yeah, that's it. So that's super surprising to me. Pale Extract, Pearl Hide, and Pearl Hide. All of those are pretty good for us. We have a Sleeping Lagombi. We can fuck him up with a good old slash of the swords. Where is he sleeping exactly? Oh no, he woke up. What is he going for? What? What is he going for? He's like, there was a bird that agitated me. Apparently is what he's thinking. I always forget that that move's a thing. There's so many more moves that stun now. I will say that there is like distance that you get via using the true charge slash that makes it pretty good. But at the same time, like it's like this weird like give and take where it's like there are times where it's like so useful to have true charge slash, and like every other time where it's just like not as good. And then there's Lagombi being fucked with. Let's just fucking do this. That looks like it's gonna hurt. Oh, it's like 75% dead if it's pulling out that. I hate the only like 45, like the 90-degree angles that you can only reach with this weapon. That was weird. That felt like they should not have done that. Like, see, right there, like, Rage Slash would have been far better for us. We need to make a push. He did do a break, so I mean, it's not a crazy driver. That's better than I thought we were gonna get. So get ready for capture.
Putting down a trap.
I fucking dare you, mate. Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. They see me rolling, they hating. I'm gonna fucking sleep in the fucking dirt. Again, that's that quest done. I do really appreciate how quests end way quicker when you do capture.
Going back to the village.
I love the one hand being like super like cool with like, you know, the gold claws and stuff like that. So no gems, unfortunately. We got a Pastron, we got Pelt, we got Pastron, we got Ear, we got Pelt, we got this great Izuchi tail which we needed, we got Pelt and Hide, and then down here we got Hide and Pearl Hide as well. Okay, 18 minutes, that's not bad.
Mostly just to teach myself how to drop sticks. I didn't know how to drop sticks. Y'all tell me what I'm supposed to do for that. I think I got a little lucky with some stuff, but here's your Zane,
Okay, so we only have one quest left. That will be the next episode's quest. Until we can actually go and progress. But let's see the Gombi. Constitution 2, that's actually really good. There is crit eye in some of this. I know that this one gets used a little bit because it has a 3-star gem slot, which is really good. As well as critical eye and ice attack, so whenever you're using an ice weapon, like that's one that you kind of use. But other than that, it's kind of like, yeah, okay, fair enough. Izuchi, we can now craft their longsword now, so that's going to be really cool. I might even use it in the next episode. Titranodon, we weren't able to get. Axe Blade. Right, we needed herbivore pieces for that one, right. We needed piercing claws a lot. I wonder how you get those. And here's the Gombi, and we needed one more pelt. And then we would get the Lagombi Charlotte, which is actually a kind of cool name for a weapon like that. But yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed this episode. I will see you all in the next episode. Have a nice day.
Hey.
Goodbye.